Hi ladies, this is Delight, and today I want to talk to you about something that is very personal to me, but at the same time it's something that I feel that may open a platform for us to be able to share our experiences and maybe even some healing, some tools that may have been used to help you to deal with the situation if it has helped you, or some advice. So today's topic is about the effect of my father's absence on my life. The first thing was a feeling of rejection. The absence of my father's presence left a feeling of rejection for me, and it's only just recently that I've been able to identify with this feeling. If you think about it, in a sense, this is the first person in my life, the person who helped created me, the person that I knew as a father, that gave me my first feeling of rejection. It's only recently that I was able to understand that I am suffering from rejection. When I received that information and I understood that that was what I was suffering from, it was like it was able to help me understand how I feel about people when I meet people, the things that are in my mind, what I'm worried about, or what I think people may perceive me as, or why I'm so guarded, because I always have a little fear of being rejected. The second thing I want to talk about is in the house, it created a one-parent show, and it was three of us in the household. My mom had to basically work two jobs just to take care of us. So with her working two jobs, we were home alone a lot of the time. And a lot of things that we learned were from other sources. It didn't come from home. And this is in no way to bash my mom. I see her always going and tired and being the provider and just being everything for us. So it made me understand. I wasn't in a rush to grow up and jump into those shoes. I wanted to take my time, although it didn't play out that way, because I started work when I was 12, because I really cared about my mom so deeply and I wanted to help. So I started working as young as I can, and I was able to buy my own things that I needed, and to be able to pitch in for my own school clothes. And when I wanted something to eat, I was able to help myself. So I saw my mom being not pulled, I don't want to say being pulled, but I saw her having to play the role of mother, father, provider, lover, everything for us. And when a person is trying to do that by themselves, there are so many things that are going to be missed. And especially with working two jobs, it was just like no time for a lot of things that go on within a two-parent household. In reality, that's life, and that's the truth for a lot of people in a lot of people's household. It's just I really don't have a real clear concept of what a male and female relationship should be like and what it is, because I didn't really see my mom with a man. I didn't see her in that male woman environment role. I saw her as all. So there was really no presence of a man in our house, no opinion of a man, no, just nothing to do with the man in our house. So when it comes to relationships and when it comes to the opposite sex, I don't have a real clear reality of what's expected of me, what my role should be, what my responsibility is, what my just anything on that level I'm really not clear of. And this is actually like a common theme in my family. So I haven't really had the opportunity to see a successful couple in action, to be able to witness how they treat each other, how they talk to each other, how they communicate, how they deal with their problems, and how they work things out in the family, and how the children react to the father, or how the father react to the children, and how the mom react to the father. I just was never able to see that. I don't have an understanding of how I should be treated by a man. I've been used a lot, and not financially, because my money is my money, but you can think of in your mind all the other ways that I have been used because I didn't know my value, and I don't know if that is connected to me not having a father, or if that is connected to some of the things I experienced growing up. But I didn't know my value. I let people put things into my mind that were untrue about male and female relationship, and I just didn't know my value. I didn't know my worth. What it takes to gain the interest of a man and to really gain the heart of a man, I learned from television. And if you know, television promotes sexuality, being sexual. You can kind of understand what my idea of a relationship was, and it was really backwards. And it's now that I am really truly learning what a relationship is about and how to go after what I want and how to present myself and be presented in a certain light, you know. So these are things I'm learning. I'm 30. I'm learning them at a late age, but I guess it is better to learn at a later age than not to learn at all. So and don't take it as me saying this is something negative. I'm only sharing my experiences with you. So I went to it, and in my lifetime, I never really hear people talk about their fathers. That's the sad part. So being raised without a father has become like not such a big deal, but it should be a big deal. This is important. You need that other figure in your life, or a role model in your life. There are 2 more topics that I'll share with you, but I think I pretty much covered everything within my other discussions. But one of them I left off is no male influence in my life, and I think that was pretty clear when I went over the other topics. And another one is a false ideal of what is desirable in a woman for a man. So I think I pretty much summed that up. But I thank God for the internet. I thank God for the people around me who were able to see flawed things and not keep it to themselves, but able to open up and share with me as much as they did. I thank God for books like, for instance, here's one, Before You Do by T.D. Jakes. And it just helps you. This book is basically about before you get married, things to consider from a person that you want to get married with. It's like beyond love and being in love, but it basically tells the story of what to look for, the things that are going to happen, how 2 lives are going to come together, and how the 2 of you should have an understanding. Another one I have, which is really good, if I can find it, is, let's see. Voila. This one is Inner Healing. This is Inner Healing, and it is written by Mike Flynn and Doug Gregg. This one helps you to deal with different things that you may have experienced in your life. It is about spiritual healing. And none of these books I have finished. I have read bits and pieces of it, but they help. The Bible, reading Proverbs and reading Psalms, so much knowledge in those books that can help you. Also, listening to Charles Stanley. He has a way of explaining the Bible in a way that I could never understand it if I read it by myself. So he has been amazing. Another one is I watch Dr. Phil on television. And I know it's television, but he is a psychologist. And I always had an interest in psychology, but I never pursued it. But he is amazing. And sometimes when I watch shows, it can be a show that's nothing about me, but I always find a bit or a piece of information in there that's always helpful to me. So those are tools that I use. I haven't talked to someone professionally, but I have friends who have studied psychology in some way or another who are always a help and inspiration. And a lot of it's not only reading and listening and talking, but it's also applying the things that you have received, applying them to your life, not just being a hearer, but being a doer. These things have helped me. I'm not where I should be. Well, maybe I am where I should be. You know, maybe I am exactly where God wants me to be right now. And I know that once I am fully in a position to where where I want to be, in my life, I'll be able to help so many people who've experienced things that I've experienced. So right now, this is only a sharing tool, and I hope that any one of you will come forward and share your stories and just be able to help someone else. And I'm going to share a link with you. One of my friends, Amina, Aliio, she's a doctor. She did research on infant mortality rates of the absent father, and it's called Father's Involvement. And I'm going to post the two links for you, and I just want you to see the effects of not having a father during birth, during pregnancy. It starts during pregnancy. It's not even, you don't even have to be in the world yet for the presence of your father to affect you. And so I'm going to post her article and her link so you guys can listen to that. It's really informative, and it just makes you think, like, it's important to have that other person, you know. When God created the world, he made two. He didn't make one. And it's when you don't have the father and not a figure to replace it, there's a bit of imbalance in your life, you know. It's reality. So I just hope that this is able to help you in somehow, and I just thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you girls later. Bye.